A very good evening and welcome to yet another edition of the program Not Just a Woman. My name is Rose Okinda. We are joined today by Mama. Her name is Hellen. She's a family woman, she's a wife, she's a mother. She is also going into politics, eyeing the seat of Member of Parliament for Kisses constituency, and she's joining an array of all others who also want to go for this seat. Karibu sana.
Thank you very much, Rose.
I guess I just want to start by saying, before we go into your background information, yes. Why now? Kwa nini sasa?
Okay, I feel this is the time for the woman to come into this arena of politics and bring change to Kisses. Kisses is a constituency which for the first years the leaders have come and they have not been able to bring change and change the lives of these people in this community. Remember, Kisses is a cosmopolitan community, and it is very important to have everybody inclusive in participation of development and all issues of education.
Right.
Yes.
All these many years that you have not been in politics, or you have not assessed your ability or developed a passion for going into politics, what have you been doing with yourself?
Okay, all these years I've been a teacher for the last 26 years. I started teaching in Wareng from the year 1990, and after Wareng I was there for 17 years. Moved to Cheplaske briefly, Cheplaske Boys High School, and then I'm now back in Rescos, where I stay.
All right.
Yes.
There's always a reason why somebody wants to go into politics. Either there's something you're not satisfied with, because we have leaders. Even as you're going in, we have a current leader who's probably interested in vying for the seat again. We have other women also vying for the seat. What are the matters that you're passionate about, that you want to change, that precipitated your decision to want to go into elections come 2017, next year?
Thank you, Rose. Okay, all this time I've been a resident of Kisses, and the larger was in Kishu. I was born in Kisses, Chepkoya, and I went to Moi University. And all this time, since I've been a teacher, I've been observing. And remember, teachers are opinion leaders of the community. So all through I've been observing the trends and what actually takes place when these leaders are elected. What the service they offer to the community is not actually up to standard, because you realize the poverty index in Kisses is still very high. There are several vulnerable communities, starting from children, women, the youth, and I feel these people have been neglected. Nobody is actually meeting them at their points of need. They need actually to be encouraged. They need to be mobilized, because actually this place is very rich in resources, both human and natural resources, and even environmentally. Thank you, Rose.
All right.
Yes.
So what are the issues on the ground? Because in your daily activities, there must have been issues, and you must have spoken to people, and they must have been telling you certain things that they're feeling is not right with them at this point in time. What are the issues on the ground?
Okay. Thank you very much, Rose. The issues mainly in the ground, I've broken them into 6. There is the issue of empowerment, and that one comes in several. If we subdivide it, I don't know whether we can do that now. There is the issue of health. There is the issue of education. There are issues like legal advocacy. People need to be aware of what are their rights. There are the issues of vulnerability of the different sects of people in this society. So actually there are several issues which are actually affecting these people in Kisses. So I felt the need to come up and we sit together and participate as a community. That is, one issue is also community participation, inclusiveness. How do you include each and everybody to participate, starting from the youth to the women to the old. We need all to participate in development and have what we call sustainable development in Kisses.
That's right.
Yes.
But how do you plan to achieve this? Because there's been other politicians who've also come. They've promised, mine is going to be inclusive. I want to have a leadership where I have people who feel included in what their lives are about. Because there's people who feel left out. You've talked about vulnerable children vulnerable women, and you said this is your number one passion.
Yes.
What made you think about the women? What made you think about the children? Do you think they are forgotten?
Okay, if I start, thank you very much. If I start with the children, for example, you realize this constituency of cases, part of it touches parts of town, and part of it is the interior parts of maybe Ndungulu, Chakaya, the far end. These people, okay, all of them have different issues that face them. Okay, in town we have street children, we have poor sanitation and all these other issues that affect them. They lack water, they lack food. But when you go to the other far end, you realize there are a lot of dropouts, girls dropping out of school. There is the issue whereby they have no activity after school, they lack school fees. So I feel these people, if we could mobilize that CDF fund by using platforms like barasas, churches, and any other catering, if we have sheres, you know, this place during December there are a lot of sheres for weddings and whatever, and we mobilize, we educate the public by mobilizing them, starting advocacy centers to make them aware of what is their rights and where are they supposed to go in the future. Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
There's somebody who's looking at you and saying, why should we give Mama this position to be the Member of Parliament for Keses? Because what is her track record? What has she done before? What other developments has she been involved in? If you were to look at your track record, what would you say are some of the things that you'd want to bring out to the voter so that they can understand you and see that you're Mama for development? Okay.
Thank you very much, Rose. As I've said, I've been a teacher for the last 26 years or so. And remember, when you are a teacher, you nurture people, you change lives. And I can for sure tell you that at least I've produced the doctors, teachers, name the whole community. I have affected all the community, and they know I've done that, and there is evidence that I've done that. So I was just going a notch higher, okay, to make sure that these same people, these resources that we've developed from school will do something, because there's need also to mobilize the professionals of cases to come and assist those who are behind. Because we know there's the problem. I've said the poverty index is very high, and so many people cannot put food on the table, or neither can they take their children to good schools. I hope you are still giving me a chance to talk about education in cases and how we are faring on, because we have only, in cases, for example, if I may touch, there are two main boys' schools. That is Cheptiret and Cheblaske boys. Yet, it is a very big constituency with a very high population. And these schools are young schools, and they don't have the facilities. And at this juncture, we know very well also, though we've been so much concerned about the girl, the affirmative action has been able to enable the girl to rise up. But what about this boy? This boy is almost becoming instinct in cases. What are we going to do to nurture the boy also, as well as not forgetting the girl? So there is need also to set up training centers, TTCs in cases, because there are no TTCs, teachers training colleges in cases, none of them. There is no, that is, health facilities training centers like the MTCs in cases. The only institution which maybe is national is Moi University, and the polytechnics seem to be far from the people who come from the other far end, from Chakaya, from Chereber, and those sides of cases. So I feel there is need. That's why I'm still on the issue of inclusiveness and participation by the stakeholders, so that everybody is part of this community of cases. Yes.
I have to go into this, and I know it can get a little bit uncomfortable, but if you would comment on the current leadership of cases and where it has gone wrong, what do you think they have done a commendable job, the current Member of Parliament, or do you think the things that should have been done better?
Okay, I feel, okay, to a certain extent, he has done some few things here and there, though actually they are not tangible to the community. Because by now, what I'm talking about, like the schools, okay, there's only one girls' boarding school in cases, maybe Hill School, but this is an old school. But we need to have come up with many other institutions in cases. For example, they should be able to have set up many other institutions which are all inclusive. The village polytechnics should be in Keses, which actually we are not having in Keses.
Right.
So I believe he should have done better than that. With a KIDI of 100 million per year, surely there should be a difference in Keses. Keses should be one of the greatest constituencies, and people should feel. And with the county government, if all these leaders participated inclusively, starting from the governor, who is also funded by the national government, and from the governor we come to the women rep, we come to the MP and the MCA. If these people combined efforts, there's enough money. No child would be sent home for school fees. Yes.
I want to talk about the level playing field for politicians, both male and female, because this is a very interesting area you're going into, and you're going to have male competitors as well.
Yes.
You and I were just watching the elections a while back.
Yes.
And I was telling you, it looks like, as far as the United States is concerned, probably mama hajatosha bado. Do you think in the politics of Kenya, mama ametosha? As we stand and as I speak with you right now, people are willing to vote for you as mama as opposed to voting for a male politician, that is.
Okay, if I can talk for in the entire Uasin Gishu. In 1974, they managed to elect a lady. That is Jela Kanutai in Eldoret North. And in Keses, they elected Pepe and Mama. So I believe they are inclusive. The people of Keses, they don't mind mama and they love the mama. I think they are going for the mama more than the men.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah, I was looking at your messages on WhatsApp, and you're calling yourself Mama Keses.
Mama Keses.
Both the male, both the female, you're covering everybody.
Yes.
I want to talk about party.
Yes.
There's something you want to say. Let me not stop you.
Okay, thank you, Rose. Okay, I wanted to say that actually I'm Mama Keses, and I want to tell you that a woman is all inclusive. Mimi ni mama, I'm a mama, and a mama carries everybody. Everybody is inclusive, and will not forget everybody in that constituency. Everybody inclusive, and will be part and parcel of the mama. All are inclusive.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Matters of party, because party is very important when it comes into politics.
Yes.
They say that the party can be your downfall, or the party can be the thing that sails you through.
Yes.
So which party are you vying in?
Okay, I'm buying in that is Jubilee Party. Remember, this is the homestay of Jubilee Party. This is where the deputy president comes from, and we are fully behind him, and we are supporting him. And this is actually the homestay of Jubilee Party.
All right.
Yes.
In the event, I always ask this question because it is interesting. In the event that you don't get the nomination and somebody else clinches the nomination, we all know there's no party hoping anymore, where you were denied the nomination and then you go independent and say, the people love me anyway. What will you do?
Okay, for me, I think I have no other alternative but to win this election in the nomination state.
Yes.
Yes, so I don't have any other issue of saying, okay, in case. I am all confident. Everybody in Keses is giving me this vote because they are praying for me, they are supporting me, and they are standing with me.
All right.
Yes.
There's also the issue of IEBC being heavily involved in the process as well.
Yes.
Do you trust the IEBC? Because there have been issues of people waking up and their names are not in the ballot box.
Okay, the last elections of 2013, okay, I managed to participate, though I was not an aspirant.
All right.
Okay, the IPC were not conducting the nomination in the nomination stage. But I believe this time, due to the scrutinization they have done on the IBC, and I believe they have done a lot of cleaning, anything, I believe and trusted that actually it will do a good election, okay, which is credible.
All right.
Yes.
When we come back, because this is not just a woman,
yes,
we're going to be talking about your family,
yes,
and whether you have support from them to actually run,
yes,
or whether they just think you're probably wasting your time. When we come back, the program is just not just a woman. My name is Rose Okinda. Please don't go away. Stay with us.
Yes.